Okay, in this video, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna create a project called image, which has consists of two tools. One is image compression tool, and another one is image conversion tool. Okay, where you can convert any format to JPEG. Okay, so this project is yet a simple project that demonstrates how API works and how the file transfers between each application works. Okay, so and in addition to that, we are going to learn a lot more than that. Okay, so let's first move on to this application. Okay, so for this Django project setup, I have already created a video on how to create Django and the React.js project. Okay, this one is based on Django and React.js framework. So if you don't know how to generate those projects, you can just follow that video and generate a project and come to this video. Okay, so let's explore the settings file that I have set up. So here as usual, we have imported the REST framework, course headers and API. The API is the name of the application that we are going to be building, and the course headers and middleware are also added in the settings. And we have created an app called the API, and the URLs I have left it on a blank list of URL patterns. And in the admin one main URL pattern, I have included the API URLs. Okay, so now what we are going to be doing is we are going to write a view. Okay, view for converting the image. Okay, so in this case, what we have been needing is that we don't need any of these. Okay, let me import a response from REST framework, and we'll be needing a lot more libraries than that. So let's move on with that. Okay. For conversion and other purposes, we're going to be using Pillow, which is a Python library for working with the images. Okay, let me first install that. Install Pillow. Okay, it has installed the Pillow. Okay, so let's import the Pillow. So in this project, we are gonna be using IO because bytes IO, because we are not gonna store any images in the server side. The user has sent. Okay, to ensure freeing up the space. Okay, so for that, what we are gonna be doing is we are gonna deliver the output using base 64 encoded data. Okay, so we'll see how we can implement that. Let's move on. Let's first create an view for converting the image. Okay, so for that we are gonna need a decorator API view. So instead of JSON response, we could use just response. So in the URL file, we are gonna add this function. So let's add it. Okay, we have created this convert image function, so let's just test it out. So in the post one, I have a new collection for this. So let me add a request to this collection, and okay. So in the body, form data, and it has to be a file, and then it has to be image, since we have given image there. This one. So let's select this file and select a file from here, and here what we have two images to convert. Okay, so one is a GIF file. So let me open this. Okay, it is a GIF file as you see here, and it's a WebP which is in the format of reduced format. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna send these files. So if I go here and select this and send the request. Okay, this I think it's not running. So. Okay, the server has started. So if I send a request here, it's giving us a request. Okay. Or just leave it as blank. Okay, so now it will work. Okay, if you see here, it has given us an encoded image. Okay, so if in the front end part, we are gonna handle this one to convert it into an image, and it automatically downloads when the process is completed. Okay, so this is how the convert image function works. It is a base encoded value. So let me copy this and let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so let me copy this, and I'm gonna go to this site called base64 to which converts the base64 to image. Okay, so let me decode this. You see here, it has given us an image, okay, which is of 798, which is an JPEG image. Okay, as you see here, the image format is JPEG. Okay, in the front end, we are gonna be download this when the user click on this convert button. Okay, so similarly, we're gonna build a function for compressing the image. Okay, so let's do that, and let's add a failsafe. Okay, so check that out, and if I give that, it will return an image not found. Okay, if we didn't give the right key here. Okay, so let's save this, and we pass this again. Now it will work perfectly fine. Okay, so let's move on to the next function. Close this and here. Okay, create a decorator. So we are gonna compress until it reaches the maximum quality, and the minimum quality and maximum quality difference is greater than 1. Okay, so let's have that one. Okay, now we have finished adding the data. Okay, so let's just test it out. Let's add it to the URL file. Okay, so we have added this. Similarly, let me add the image. So it goes to Postman and copy this, duplicate. Okay. So, and if you see here, I have example image here, and if I see the properties, currently it is 328 KB. So now what we're gonna do is just go to this Postman and compress. Okay. Body. Okay. File, insert this image, and let's do this. Okay, so when I post this, it is giving us image not found. So image, and now it has returned me a data. So let me copy this again. Okay, it is a bit lengthy. Okay, it was completed. Copy this and go here. Paste this. And if you see here, the size is now it is reduced to 129 KB. Okay, so originally it was 328 KB, and now it has changed to 129 KB. Okay, so if you don't know how this program, this part of this code works, what it literally do is it is doing a binary search iteratively to compress the quality of the image to the close related data, close related size. Okay, in our case it is 100 KB, so it is nearly went to 129 KB as you see in the example. So it has stopped there and give us the output. Okay, so in this one, the above program is what it's doing is that it is opening up the given image in RGB mode, and it directly converts it into an ABG using the pillow library. Okay, so these are the process going on here. Okay, so these both the program works fine, and on the Postman also. So let's move on to the front end. if you have followed through the project video, you will be under something like this. Okay, so we have app.js, index.css, and index.js, and we have a Tailwind config and daisy UIs added to it. Okay, so in addition to that, we have to add a router. Okay, so on that video, maybe router I didn't maybe added, but let's add in here. Okay, because it doesn't have the router, so let's add it. Okay, it is installed. So let's add it in the app.js. So before that, we have to create a directory for this. So let me create a directory. One is for components. Okay, another one is for context. Okay, so let's create a new file called image context.js, and sorry, there is a typo here. Okay, additionally we need pages also. So pages. Okay, so in the components we need to add nav.js. Nav or start. Text has to be white. Since we are using the indigo background, the text has to be white, and the font has to be extra bold. Okay, so we have to add another div here. Fine. Here we have to add a link. Okay, so this link has to go to image converter, since we have added the path to image converter. Okay, so copy this again and link over image. Okay, and in the app.js we have to add the nav bar here. Okay, and all these has to be go in the div. It has to take up the whole screen. So it is added, and let me run this project and let's see if it is working fine. So it has started successfully, and if we go here, we can see the two pages are present here, and the home page is image convert. Okay, if we go here, we can go change this image compress. Okay, so we have completed this, and the next we are gonna move to this image context. Okay, so where we are gonna add different functions to get data from the server. Okay, So let's stop the server, and maybe we could need an library called Axios. So okay, so sure. Context. So right now what we have to do is we needed two variables. Okay, we need two state variables. So one is to hold the file, and file state has to be null initially, and another variable is for loading one. Okay, so okay, so we have added this. Now we have to create the image context provider. So let's add this, the return one. The return, we have to add image context dot provider, and the children has to go here. Value. For now we need only set file and loading. Set file loading, and the remaining and all we have to use here. Okay. And we need two more functions. Another function is compass go here, and both these function has to go here. So one more thing we have to do is we have to add it on the, we have to cover the app with this context. Okay, so sorry. Image provider. Okay. So let's write function in here. Okay, first convert to JPEG. So for this what we need is we have to create a try catch block first. Const. Since we use image as a key, we have to add it, and the file has to be this one. Okay, so let's do this, and const the axios.post, and this has to be an async function for this, and you can add the default one on the side also, but I'm using it like this, or let's add it here. Okay, so axios.const.case model. Okay, so this would be a base URL, so we don't need to add this URL every time, so we have to go through this convert image, and data has to be form data, and the content type is the content type has to be vertical form data. So we have created this function here, and below that, so if you remember, we get data as base64 encoded one with the name of converted image. Okay, so we have to get the data from this attribute only, so we are gonna do that now. So image so now what we are gonna do is we have to convert it into a data URL. So data, this image JPEG file, and it's base64 encoded, and I'm sorry, we have to use backtick here, okay, because we are gonna do variables here. Converted image. Okay, so we have to add another variable. We're gonna create a link here. So link. Response done. The file name has to be this one. So copy this, paste it in here, and document. set the file to okay. So below that we're gonna set this. Okay. So we're gonna console log the error. So we have used this part, and similarly we're gonna create a function for compress image also. So most of the part from this one is same as this one. So we can just copy this everything from here and this and paste it in here in order to save some time. So here it has to be an async function, and it has to be compress image, and the remaining are all same. I think let's try this out. Okay, image not found. This point. Okay, we have given this, and the file name here, the converted image, we haven't changed this one. So here we can look for the converted image only. So we just leave that and everything, and okay, everything is just fine. Just change this one will be enough. Okay, so these two functions is gonna applied on the pages. Okay, so let's move on to the pages. First, image convert function. So here we have to use context. Okay, and the context has to be image context. Okay, and here we need loading and file, the function from this one. Okay, let's copy this, paste it in here. Okay, so these are the context variables. So here in the use effect, we are going to add delete everything. So here what we have to do is we have to set the title for this one. Okay, so we can just skip this part, or we can just add title here. So I'm adding this now, image. Okay, so that it will give mention which page we are on, and let's move on to the coding part. Styling. Title has to be okay. We don't need this. Okay, since we are setting this here, we don't need this, and we are gonna add other thing. Has to be at center. So everything has to be flux column. Has to be center, and height has to be 4. Okay, can just add Laura and some text for now. So I will add 20 text here. Okay. So this is, let's apply style to this one. Sorry if I'm contrast opens. Time is over for this. And, next. Input file image on this ID. And the files is the first file. Okay, and here I'm gonna add styles from this UI. So file input and above one also we have to apply styles. We can just left it blank, but let's add a style here for large. Here we are gonna check if it is loading or not. So if it is loading, and if it is loading, then it is true. After add loading from the UI. Similarly, if we have the false, we have to this button that just to okay. So everything is working fine, I guess. So let's start the server again. So let's refresh this and image convert. As you see here, we can see the text and everything is perfectly fine, and I think styling is missing somewhere. So let's add margins. So it's all good. And here also we'll add okay. The text is also somewhat down. Let's do like 3 will be fine. Okay, now it is looking good. So the image convert function is fine. Okay, so let's check if it works better. So there is something wrong in the Django server side. What it is saying is we have called the URL we have post. URL doesn't end in \. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to add here. Okay, now it will work, I think. Refresh again and it's like this. Okay, now it will ask me to save the file converted image. Okay, so I will save the image in the here or here only. So it has downloaded the image. Okay, so it is I'm sorry, we have selected this one accidentally, so delete this and let's select this sample WP image. Okay, so let's open this, and if I click on this convert, now it will convert it into a JPEG file, and if you open this, it will be converted into a JPEG image. So it is a JPEG image. Okay, so if you want, you can just go here and you can just test it out. Okay, this is the sample WebP image, and this is a converted image which is in the format of JPEG. Okay, so let's move on to the compressed image. So for the compressed image, also the page looks mostly the same here like this. So what we can do is I can just copy everything from the convert page. Let's copy this, and I'm sorry, we can just copy this spot only. Okay, we have added this, and we have to add imports here. So use context here, and instead of convert image, we have to compress, and it has to be compress.jpg here. The image context has to be here, image context. So now everything is looking good. So and in here again we have to change this to add / in here, so that it could doesn't return any error. Okay, so everything is looking good, and if I refresh this and we change this to image compress. Okay, so it's being good for now. Okay, now it is image compress, and if I select this and if I click on this image, now I will get a compressed image. Okay, so let's download this and view it in the folder here, and this is the original image. Okay, as you see here, if you see the size, it is 328 KB, and in the compressed image, if you see the property, now it has reduced to 129 KB. Okay, so the compressor is working fine. Okay, so if you open this image, it might reduce the quality of the image. Okay, since we are reducing the size, it has reduced the quality also. Okay, so the project ends here. So I hope you like this simple project. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.